in there divvying up her check, thinking she got some kind of stake in the whole thing. She up in there trying to call shots on her little $2,000 she brought to the table. So the so-called white man, he's mad. It ain't like it used to be. Your gold and all that stuff is become worthless. And all those things that you did to get it, all that stuff is worthless. You're seeing yourself that it's all a lie. Go ahead.
James chapter 5, verse 5. Ye have lived in pleasures on the earth, and been one time. Ye have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. You have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you.
And he doth not resist you. That's your MO. To kill. To just take things off the earth. Make animals extinct. You kill the just and the righteous. And just, you chalk it all up to, I got to do what I got to do, manifest destiny. You chalk it all up to your personal gain, but it's time for your fall. And you know it. The so-called white man, the elites, they know it. These knucklehead crackers you see walking around with the MMA shirt, tap-out shorts on, with them Puma kicks, some karate kicks.
Ankle socks and shit.
With the Puma karate kicks. It's over. That's why he's in the gym like that.
That's right.
Because he ain't happy. He know it's crumbling. He know it's all coming to an end. So he said, well, at least I get to punch somebody in the face or something. Go ahead.
Verse 7. Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husbandman waiteth for the precious fruits of the earth, and hath long patience for it.
That's right.
Until he receive the early and latter rain.
That's right. We're going to hold on that. You got Zephaniah?
Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 11. How ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut
The
down.
inhabitants of Maktesh, what is that talking about? That's talking about your Wall Street. No, I was saying. We can go no, it's all good. Read that for me one more time.
Zephaniah 1:11. How ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down.
All of them are cut down. That's why you saw them. They were jumping off buildings. They were, you had those executive bankers. All of a sudden they were killing themselves when they were really being killed because all of this stuff is crashing. And they got to take out those people. He knows too much. I got to make it seem like he committed suicide. Got to kill him. The inhabitants of Maktesh, Wall Street, and the like, it's all over. It's all cut down. Go ahead.
All the merchant people are cut down. All they that bear silver are cut off. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles.
That's right. All they with silver are cut off. Now you got these little paper dollars in your hand. All the real, the gold, the silver is all cut off. Through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Bringing in his new world order. The true new world order. Not this BS where you got to walk around with a chip. The Most High's his world order in righteousness, where the righteous prosper. That's it.
This is Sirach. I got a precept for Sirach 31:4. The poor laboreth in his poor estate, and when he leaveth off, he is still needy.
That's right. That's us. Most of us are poor. If you look at our income, we're poor. And you work hard, you're still poor. You get a second job, and you're still poor. Go ahead.
Verse 5, he that loveth gold shall not be justified. And he that followeth corruption shall have enough thereof. Verse 6.
So in our poor estate, it is still need for us to be righteous. And it's good because we see the riches, and we see how the riches corrupt. We don't want that. We want to be humble and content with what we have and fear the Lord. That's what we want. We don't need the riches because the riches will take you right out of the truth. Just as fast as a woman will.
That's right.
Go ahead. Read it from the top.
This is Sirach 31:5. He that loveth gold shall not be justified, and he that followeth corruption shall have enough thereof. Verse 6. Gold hath been the ruin of many.
Gold has been the ruin of many. Ask your celebrities. Ask Kanye West what he did for his gold. Ask Jay-Z what he did for his gold. So on and so on. Denzel Washington, Will Smith. Ask them why they're able to make so much money off of their movies. Ask them why they were chosen for a role instead of someone else. When the acting is comparable, why did you get it? Ask them. They'll tell you the things that they had to do for that goal. Go ahead, Al.
Gold has been the ruin of many, and their destruction was present. Verse 7. It is a stumbling block unto them that sacrifice unto it.
That's right, and that's exactly what happened. You sacrifice yourself unto it. That gold is a stumbling block. So it would behoove you to be content with what you have and be righteous. Be thankful for the things that you have. If you got a car, be thankful, because there's people that don't have a car. If you got a job, be thankful, because there's people that don't have a job. If you're able to buy yourself something to eat, be thankful. And don't always seek out more. I need more. I got to be able to buy this and buy that. I got to be able to shop at Whole Foods for everything. Be thankful for the things that you have, because it's all corrupt. People think that now that they can shop at Whole Foods, that they've escaped all the woes of the world. You mean to tell me all the cows is polluted in the whole world, but Whole Foods is just, they good. They're just untouched. You know? Their water, that bottled water from Whole Foods, that's the purest on the earth. Therefore, I don't mind paying $10 for that 36 pack.
So Philippians 4:11. Not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content.
You must be content, because being content with what you have allows you to focus on things that are better, that are more righteous. It allows you to put your mind on other things than succeeding in the world. You have what you have, therefore let me operate in that. Go ahead.
I know both how to be abased and I know how to abound. Everywhere.
What Paul is saying is, I know how to live when I have a lot. I know how to live when I don't have anything at all. When you look at a man with a Rolls Royce, what are all the troubles that come with that? A nigga probably try to run up on you and kill you. You're tired, you get a flat tire, that's $45,000 to fix it. That's only if the rim didn't get damaged. And then you got the Rolls Royce dealership, they gotta make money. So they gonna tell you that your tire rod broke. They gonna tell you that you might have messed up your head gasket. So we gotta fix all that. Cause you got a Rolls Royce, you got to have money. So they gonna try to rob you. But look at the man with no car. He ain't got no worries in the world about that. He ain't gotta worry about that. Especially if you got somebody willing to get you to and from, then you good. Be content. You got money to help that man with gas, help that man with gas. But be content. And be thankful that you're not just out there bad. That you're not just on the street, cold. Go ahead.
Everywhere in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry.
That's right.
Both to abound and to suffer need.
That's right. Be content with what you have. And just enjoy the fruits of your labor. You don't have to sacrifice yourself. You can just make the music. I know we like to use those entertainers like Kanye West and them. You don't have to go down on that old ass white man. You don't have to do that. You can make your music for the people around you and just be content with what they give you. And maybe if the Lord wants, then you'll grow a little bit more. You'll go from, I believe he's from Chicago, and you'll spread out a little bit more over into Indiana and maybe over to Cleveland. That's a nice little chunk of change. And you see that the cool thing now is to not be in a record deal, right? Because all that money is yours.
So they advertise that. They advertise that so much now. Hey, you don't need a major label. They've been pushing that so long. It's so tough, man.
Yeah. So you got they speaking on that now, like you don't need a label.
Yeah.
So you got them white men at the top, like. I know these niggas are embarrassed because they didn't want to go that route. They didn't want to go that humble and content route. They wanted it all. Now every Tuesday night they got to come in here and service that old white man. Go ahead.
Verse 13, I can do all things through Yahushua which strengthens me.
through Yahushua that strengthens you. Through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that strengthens you. This word will strengthen you. Just be content. Be happy with what you got and fight. Don't be so caught up in the trappings of the world. The money, the clothes, the cars. Don't be caught up in that. Because it's all vain. It's all vanity. What does a Louis Vuitton belt do for you when gas prices are $7 a gallon? Now you got a Louis Vuitton belt hanging in your closet. What are you gonna do with that?
Man,
You got some, and you just so happen to come at income tax time. You got your old lady bought you the belt. Now you like, I'm gonna get the slippers. I'm a killer. I'm a killer. Now now it's March 1st and gas prices are $8 a gallon. Now you just a nigga with some Louis Vuitton stuff that don't really look that good. So when your feet get cold, now you got to go to Walmart and get some of them snow boots anyway. Now you really feel like a dumbass for spending $1,300 on some shoes.
I'm about to bring up a point
Go
really
ahead.
quick too. Like the brother going into with that Louis Vuitton belt and the slippers and all that. Let's say something happens to the point where you don't got that money, because we all been in them situations. You gonna sell that shit upon that shit and get back less than half of what you paid for, and then look real stupid, man.
Yeah. And plus the stuff, for the most part, the stuff is ugly. So you can't sell it. Who you gonna sell it to? Because it's a used Louis Vuitton belt. Niggas don't want used Louis Vuitton belt. The whole thing with Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and Prada is going into the store and slamming your card or your cash on the thing and feeling like you made it. It's not coming to your next door neighbor house. Hey, let me get that Louis Vuitton belt. That takes away the whole joy of being rich, right? None of that stuff matters no more. When you should have just been content. Went to Ross, got you some belts, like the brother said. I see him do it all the time. Go to Ross and win, and win, and win. With $1,300, he would still be spending $1,300. They would close the store down. He would have to come back the next day and shop with $1,300. I mean, it's jeans in there, $6.99. Why not be content and take the money that you have left over and do good things, righteous things with those? Because people around you, now they're going to start looking at you like in those cartoons when people are hungry and they look at that person, he turns into a roast chicken. They're going to start looking at you like that because you was the guy that was throwing all the money around. You were spending $15,000 at the strip club. You think people not going to remember that stuff? Now when it all shuts down and you trying to be amongst your people again, they gonna be staring at you like that roast turkey, that smoke coming off the top of your head. Like, man, I can't wait to get this dude. Can't wait to just kill this nigga. Because you was in the strip club balling up $1,000 and throwing it in niggas' faces. You was just balling, speeding off in a Rolls Royce, tired smoking, living your life. You take a Louis Vuitton belt off and just throw it. I can get $1 million of these. That's how them niggas live. You're football players, you're entertainers. Am I right or am I wrong?
Correct, brother.
You go in these strip clubs and you'll see them in there, but they're gonna turn into that prey. Who was reading? I'm sorry.
I had a quick precept for you.
This is Matthew chapter 19, verse 23. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, verily I say unto you, God, that a rich man shall not hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. So, of course, you got Jake or whoever it is that got all this money. You know what I mean? And what they put their glory toward? That money. They don't put their glory to the truth, the word, anything. They lack wisdom. A man like that can't inherit the kingdom of heaven. Like the brother went into earlier with the Jay-Z's, the Nas's, the Tupacs, all of them, man. They so focused on worldly shit, excuse my language, but they so focused on worldly shit, they're not going to worry about the true matter, the true fact of the matter. You know what I'm saying? They're going to worry about that Louis Vuitton belt. They're going to worry about them slippers. They're going to worry about that bling. They're going to worry about that phantom. They ain't worried about the truth. You know what I'm saying? All they worried about is carnal stuff, man.
Microwave mentality.
That microwave mentality. That's a good point, brother. And Jake just walking around in that, microwave state of mind or that zombie state of mind like the Walking Dead. Carnal as hell, man. These people are zombies out here, bro. They lack wisdom, though, at the end of the day. That was just it on that. Yeah, I actually got one more verse on the Salakia. Verse 24. And again, I say unto you, it is easier for a camel